Let's take a look at her for the first time. I don't know anything about her. I have not looked at any of the pre-release stuff. Alright, wow, there's a lot. Okay. Wow, what is this place? We're in a nice house. Whoa, what is that? Oh, you can just press the liberation. I see. Interesting. Oh, it freezes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. She came home? Congrats, Raizo. Okay, I get it. She's pretty easy to play. She has like a paragraph, she has like an essay in her skills, but actually pretty easy to play. Alright. The silent eulogy increases attack, increases every time intro or resonance liberations cast. Skill damage bonus increases 48% for 5 seconds. It's not stacking, so it's just like a straight up 48% increase, which is I guess it's nice. That crit damage is insane though, right? This one's not even 90 yet. Okay, let me look. Cannot check. They're using the sentry. I'm in the way. But this new stuff says, equipping this echo in the main slot grants Glacio damage bonus and resonance skill bonus, so you don't need to necessarily transform into him. You just get the bonus. And then the new Sonata set is skill damage and casting resonance skill. What does that say? Grants Glacio damage bonus, casting liberation increases resonance skill damage, so stacks on stacks! Once again. Alright, they leveled these up to 6. We'll take a look at the stuff. Crit rate. Crit rate! Attack, attack. I'll read those later. Yeah, crit rate. Okay. Alright, this is normal. The important thing is there's a heavy attack mechanic. So using the heavy attack when you're full it reduces the cooldown of the resonance skill. Resonance skill. Dispersion on the target. Okay, dispersion is a negative effect on the target. Yeah. Dispersion are immobilized for 1.5 seconds. Okay. Press the resonance skill again shortly after to cast Chromatic Splendor. Chromatic Splendor consume all multiple crystals and deal Glacio damage. The resonance skill enters cooldown, and after a while, if Chromatic Splendor is not cast or Carlotta is switched off the field. Okay, so you gain the multiple crystals. This must be the Forte circuit. By doing the stuff. I read that earlier. Basic attack also consumes 1 multiple crystal, okay. And when you consume the multiple crystals, that's how you charge your Forte gauge. When substance is full, enter the final bow state. Increase the damage multiplier of Resonance Liberation, Era of New Wave, Resonance Liberation Death Knell, and Resonance Liberation fatal finale by 80%. This effect ends when Carlotta is switched off the field during Twilight Tango or when Twilight Tango ends. Okay. There's 2 forte gauges. The first is the normal one, which you can do this, the Imminent Oblivion. And when it's full, you enter Final Bow State. And after you've entered Final Bow State, that's when you should use the Liberation. And when you use the Liberation, that's when you get the other forte gauge. Okay, so you make the moldable crystals with the first skill. Right, that's the first one, right? Yeah, using the first skill, and then you can consume the moldable crystal by using the second one. Or by using basic attacks. And this will restore your forte gauge. Carlotta can hold up to 6 moldable crystals, cannot gain... Okay, that's what it was. 6 moldable crystals are like the bullets in her gun. Makes sense. Cannot gain multiple crystal while in Twilight Tango. Okay, so before you use the Liberation, you make the multiple crystals using the intro, first skill, or heavy attack. And then you consume the multiple crystals. Okay. And then you consume the multiple crystals to fill your forte gauge. And then after you filled your forte gauge, you use the forte heavy attack. And then you can use your Liberation. Yeah? Is that it? Restore. Yeah. 3 crystals upon casting basic attack stage 2. Oh, 3 upon casting a heavy attack. There you go. 3 upon casting midair attack customary greeting. Restore 3 upon casting intro. So you could just do intro heavy attack, intro basic attack stage 2. Huh? Yeah. One or the other. And then you have all the multiple crystals, and then you can do normal basics to eat them. Or you can do the second skill. I think it's better to use the first skill, right? Yeah. So you can do the intro skill, skill to consume, and then basic attacks to consume the crystals. That should fill your forte gauge. Then you do your forte heavy, and then you do the Liberation. Okay. Guys, I'm getting it. What the fuck? Yeah. And it's nice because you can get 3 by dodging, but as soon as you use the dodge counter, you get 10 more substance. Okay. It's wild, man. Everything is so long. Okay. Too much reading? This is making me more tired. I've read so much since I've opened this game, and I still haven't done the story yet. Deal glacio damage to all targets in the area considered resonant skill damage. That's nice. Okay, so the Liberation is also considered resonant skill damage. The heavy attack, Imminent Oblivion, is also considered skill damage. So that's already like the skill, the forte skill, and the Liberation scale with skill damage. So that all makes sense. Okay, anyway, Liberation is skill damage. Inflict deconstruction on targets, then activate Twilight Tango. Can be cast in midair close to the ground. Can be cast in midair if you're close to the ground. Okay. Dealing damage to targets inflicted with deconstruction ignores 18% of their defense? That must be the negative effect. Okay. When in Twilight Tango, press normal attack or Resonance Liberation to cast Death Knell. Each Death Knell grants one meta vector. Guys, she's meta! Guys, she's meta! With 4 meta vectors... Okay. So, you just do 4 attacks. And then you can do the fatal finale. All substance is removed when activating and ending Twilight Tango. Cannot perform basic attack, necessary measures, heavy attack, containments, and heavy attack. while in Twilight Tango. So you can only do the liberation attacks when after casting the liberation until you cast the final finale or you swap off, which is probably what you don't want to do. Carlotta fires powerful shots with her musket and summons 4 crystal shards to attack the target, dealing glacio damage, considered resonant skill damage. Carlotta moves in the direction of the movement input and each shot of Death Knell. Okay. So you can also control the movement with Death Knell. Deal glacio damage to an area considered resonant skill damage. Twilight Tango ends after casting final finale. Okay, I get it. I think I get it. So, if you do the first liberation, which is called Era of a New Wave, that puts you in the special liberation state, Twilight Tango. And you can also inflict deconstruction, which ignores their defense. 18%. And then, when you're in Twilight Tango, you use 4 Death Knell attacks to charge your Forte gauge. And then after it's full, you do the Fatal Finale. And all of this is resonant skill damage. Got it. Let me try. So intro, skill, basics, kana? Or do I just keep doing skills? Let me try. Alright, I did it. Intro. Skill. Consume. Special heavy. Liberation. Death Knell. Final liberation. Okay. I got it. Because she needs 120 concerto, which is means I'm missing. I'm gonna start with a heavy skill. There we go. Perfect. Can't use it. Hold on. Intro. Skill. Perfect. Yes. Okay. That worked. Now, do I... Okay. Guys. So... It would be you quick swapped her once before you do her full like thing. So because I don't have the intro, which actually makes it quite versatile because you can make the moldable crystals from just doing like a heavy or something. Yeah, so you can do intro skill, resonance skill, and heavy attack to restore multiple crystals. So if I was quick swapping, I would quick swap to Carlotta first before I get into Zeji to get her outro. So you can do heavy attack to get 3, and then skill to consume them, and that gives you half of your Forte gauge. Yeah? And then I go into Zeji to get her outro. Oh, I messed that up. Don't mind me. And then intro. That gives me 3. Skill to consume, and now your Forte gauge is full. Use the fancy heavy, and then you can go into liberation. Death Knell. fancy liberation. Or final. And then you're done. Do I need to refarm new echo sets for old characters? I don't know. It's a good question. Anyway. Okay, that seems pretty simple. If anything, that seems to be the basic of her kit, so... with just that, I should be able to play her. I don't have her yet, though.